The life of Anne Frank. Anne Frank was a young Jewish girl who gained international fame after her diary was published posthumously. Her diary, which she had received as a birthday gift, chronicled her life hiding from the Nazis during World War II. Through her writings, she gave the world a glimpse into the struggles and fears of a young girl during one of the darkest periods in history. Anne Frank was born on June 12, 1929 to Otto and Edith Frank in Frankfurt, Germany. She had an older sister, Margot, who was 3 years older than her. The Franks were a well-to-do family, and the two sisters had a happy childhood filled with love and laughter. Their father, Otto, was a successful businessman, and her mother, Edith, was a stay-at-home mum who took care of the family. However, everything changed for the Frank family in 1933 when Adolf Hitler rose to power in Germany. As a result of the Nazi Party's anti-Semitic policies, the Franks, who were Jewish, were forced to flee their home and move to Amsterdam, Netherlands. They hoped to find safety and a better life in the Netherlands, where Otto had set up a business. In Amsterdam, the two sisters attended the Montessori school. Anne excelled academically, and she was a bright and curious child who loved to read and write. She had a keen interest in history and current events, and she often discussed them with her father. Otto encouraged his daughters to stay informed and have an opinion on world affairs. In 1940, the Netherlands was invaded by Nazi Germany, and the Franks' hopes for a safe haven were shattered. The Nazi Party's anti-Jewish policies were enforced in the Netherlands, and the Franks were once again forced to live in fear. Otto realized the danger his family was in, and began making preparations to go into hiding. On July 6, 1942, the Frank family went into hiding in a secret annex behind Otto's business. They were joined by another family, the Van Pels, and later, a dentist named Fritz Pfeffer. The annex, located at 263 Prinsengracht, was a hidden attic that could only be accessed through a concealed door behind a bookcase. At the time of going into hiding, Anne was just 13 years old. She was a typical teenager, who loved spending time with her friends and had a crush on a boy named Peter. However, her life in hiding was anything but typical. The annex was a cramped and confined space, and the families had to live in complete silence during the day to avoid detection. Despite the difficult living conditions, Anne remained optimistic and continued to write in her diary. She wrote about her daily life in hiding, her thoughts, and her dreams for the future. Anne's diary became her confidant, and she poured her heart and soul into it. She also wrote about her relationship with her family, especially her strained relationship with her mother. Anne's diary entries also revealed her fears and anxieties about being discovered by the Nazis. She wrote about the constant raids and arrests of Jews in Amsterdam and the horrors of the concentration camps. Despite her fears, she refused to give up hope and continued to dream of a better future. In August 1944, after 2 years in hiding, the annex was raided by the Nazis, and the Frank family was arrested. The exact reason for the raid remains a mystery, but it is believed that someone may have tipped off the authorities. The families were sent to the Westerbork transit camp, before being transported to the Auschwitz concentration camp. At Auschwitz, the two sisters were separated from their parents. They were sent to the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp, where conditions were even worse. The sisters were forced to do hard labor and suffered from illness and malnutrition. Despite their dire circumstances, Anne Frank remained hopeful and continued to write in her diary. However, in early 1945, tragedy struck when the two sisters fell ill with typhus. They passed away within days, just a few weeks before the camp was liberated by British soldiers. The exact date of their deaths is unknown, but it is believed to be sometime in February or March 1945. After the war, Otto Frank returned to Amsterdam and was given his daughter's diary by Miep Gies, one of the helpers who had assisted the families in hiding. Moved by his daughter's writings, Otto decided to publish the diary in her memory. The Diary of a Young Girl was first published in the Netherlands in 1947, and it quickly became an international bestseller. Today, Anne's diary has been translated into over 70 languages and has sold millions of copies worldwide. It has also been adapted into plays, movies, and even an animated film. The diary has become a symbol of hope and resilience in the face of adversity. The legacy of Anne Frank continues to inspire people around the world. The Anne Frank House, which is now a museum, has been visited by millions of people, and her story has been taught in schools as a reminder of the horrors of the Holocaust. Anne's diary remains a powerful reminder of the human spirit's resilience and the importance of standing up against injustice. In conclusion, Anne Frank's life was tragically cut short, but her legacy lives on through her diary. Her writing has given the world a glimpse into the life of a young girl during one of the darkest periods in history. Through her words, Anne's message of hope, courage, and the power of the human spirit continues to inspire generations.